For the first time, Jennifer Lopez speaking out to Interview magazine about her divorce from husband Ben Affleck, telling Nikki Glazer her world exploded, saying, quote, "It feels lonely, unfamiliar, scary. It feels sad. It feels desperate."
During the federal raids on Sean Diddy Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year, it was reported that Diddy had cameras everywhere in his house and that he kept videotapes of prominent people engaging in compromising actions and illicit activities hidden in his safe.
Ben has a key that can come and go as he pleases, and he spends a lot of time at her place, coming over for dinner and playing with the kids. An insider told Closer, "The children enjoy having him around, and it's beneficial for his mental."
Ben Affleck finding comfort in his past.
It's really quite an experience.
ET's learned the actor's leaning on his ex, Jennifer Garner, amid his divorce from Jennifer Lopez.
Ben has a key and the freedom to come and go as he wishes. He spends a lot of time at her place, often joining them for dinner and playing with the kids, an insider told Closer. The children love having him around, and it has a positive impact on his mental health.
J-Lo candid that it's been hard, but she's doing a lot of self-reflecting, saying, when you get to a point where you think that you've learned the lessons and then it blows up in your face again, you realize, okay, I haven't. So what is it that I need to look at right now?
But she still got her beauty, her booty, and her bank account, so bye boy to him.
The Jennifer drama just took another shocking twist. Ben Affleck has sparked rumors of a reconciliation with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The two have reportedly been spending a lot of time together since Ben split from J-Lo, and now sources claim Jen has ended things with her longtime partner, John Miller, in hopes of rekindling her relationship with Ben. But guess who's not thrilled about this? That's right, J-Lo. Word on the street is she's furious about Ben reconnecting with Jennifer Garner and has been throwing major shade her way. Insiders say J-Lo was livid when she saw pictures of Ben looking cozy with his ex. Let's be real. Ben always seemed unhappy around J-Lo, barely managing a smile on the red carpet. Here's where it gets even messier. Sources close to J-Lo reveal she genuinely believed Ben would come running back to her and never expected him to end their relationship so abruptly. But there might be more to the story. Rumors suggest Ben's breaking point came after J-Lo's alleged ties to the Diddy scandal. Insiders claim federal raids on Diddy's properties uncovered incriminating tapes involving J-Lo, and not long after, Ben packed his bags and left the mansion they shared. On top of that, Jennifer Garner reportedly influenced Ben's decision to walk away from J-Lo. Known for being fiercely protective of her kids, Garner was said to be concerned about the potential fallout from J-Lo's connection to the Diddy case and how it could impact her family. Now the big question is, what's J-Lo's next move if she gets dragged into the Diddy trial? Is her frustration with Ben's reunion with Jennifer Garner tied to this looming scandal? Let's break it all down.
Affleck's addiction to alcohol sent him to rehab for the third time and put a strain on his personal life. In 2018, he was seen in this photo being driven to a treatment facility by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The 47-year-old calls his divorce from the actress, quote, "the biggest regret of my life."
This Thanksgiving marked the first without Bennifer 2.0, but Ben Affleck seemed to be doing just fine. He spent the holiday with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and their 3 kids volunteering at the Midnight Mission in downtown LA. Meanwhile, Jennifer Lopez, Ben's other ex-wife, spent Thanksgiving alone, sharing Instagram photos with comments limited, likely to avoid questions about Ben or the ongoing Diddy scandal. As for Ben and Jennifer Garner, it's not surprising to see them together for a family event, but Page 6 noted that Ben appeared particularly cozy with his ex-wife. Photos showed him relaxed around Jennifer, even leaning in to whisper in her ear at one point. A source later made a cryptic comment to People, stating that Ben is very happy with life right now. Another insider told Page 6 that Ben feels blessed to spend Thanksgiving with the mother of his kids. Despite their split, he reportedly finds comfort in his bond with Jennifer, as their shared history and parenting connection remain strong. Fans were quick to point out that Jennifer Garner might be the only woman Ben has ever seemed truly happy with, even under the glare of paparazzi cameras. Ben himself has admitted in the past that divorcing Garner is the biggest regret of his life, though his struggles with addiction played a significant role in the end of their relationship.
You discover, like you do with alcohol, is that there isn't enough alcohol in all the liquor stores in the world to fill up that thing. And in Denver's case, I don't think there's enough followers or movies or records or any of that stuff to still that part of you that still feels alone and pain. Ultimately, that's the work that you've got to do on your...
Now that Ben Affleck is sober, rumors are swirling that he's been reflecting on his past and feeling nostalgic about his marriage to Jennifer Garner. As for Jen, sources say she never truly stopped caring about Ben and has always had a soft spot for him, despite everything they've been through. With the two spending so much time together lately, who knows what the future might hold. Ben recently shared that one reason he feels so at ease around Jennifer is their shared love for a low-key lifestyle and their commitment to protecting their privacy. In contrast, J.Lo thrives in the spotlight. Ben even admitted in her documentary that she's addicted to attention in a way that mirrors his own past struggles with alcohol addiction.
Ben has gotten very good at biting his tongue, but it's known that he's not happy at all about J.Lo's endless need for attention, an insider revealed to the publication. The Argo actor found it incomprehensible that his spouse Lopez wished to make their private lives public. I've always thought that things that are private are precious and unique because they are, at least somewhat, secret. In light of this, I had to make some adjustments, Affleck remarked in a previous interview.
Sources close to Ben Affleck have revealed that he struggled with J.Lo's tendency to share every detail of their marriage publicly. He reportedly grew frustrated with her prioritizing how their relationship appeared to the public over focusing on building a genuine partnership.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life. And I honestly felt like I was gonna die. It sent me on a spiral for the next 18 years where I couldn't get it.
You'd think J.Lo might have learned from the past, especially since she and Ben called off their first engagement back in 2004 due to overwhelming media attention. J.Lo later admitted that the experience deeply affected her, calling it the biggest heartbreak of her life.
And I was reunited with the love of my life, and we decided we were going to be together forever.
But if J.Lo knew that media attention messed up her relationship with Ben the first time...
When J.Lo and Ben reunited in 2021, everyone was convinced they were destined to be together. J.Lo even expressed her certainty, saying she knew Ben was the one, and was confident their relationship would last forever this time.
Well, there was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking about it. I had to really get serious with myself and say, this is not healthy. Nobody should see pictures of themselves that paparazzi have taken. You can, in the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, I know which way I'm gonna.
If J.Lo knew how much media attention affected her relationship with Ben the first time, why would she go and make a whole documentary spilling intimate details about their love life? It seems like Ben was right when he compared her craving for attention to his own past struggles with alcohol. Now, Ben's friends are reportedly advising him to move on from J.Lo and give his relationship with Jennifer Garner another chance. In fact, new reports suggest that Jen's longtime partner, John Miller, has decided to walk away from their relationship after Ben reappeared in the picture. One source claimed John feels intimidated by how close Jennifer still is with Ben. But John Miller isn't the only one upset about Ben and Jen getting closer. J.Lo is reportedly furious that Ben is so open about his happiness and peace with Jennifer. It's even been rumored that when whispers about marriage troubles between J.Lo and Ben first surfaced last year, J.Lo tried to turn Jennifer Garner's kids against their mom and disrupt Jen's parenting. Why? Apparently, because J.Lo couldn't stand how well Ben and Jen still got along. Reports even claimed J.Lo's team tried to discredit Jen's parenting style in the tabloids, suggesting that Ben and Jen's kids actually preferred spending time with J.Lo over their mom. It was said that J.Lo would let the kids break the rules, ignoring Jen's boundaries. Even though Jennifer Garner tried to give J.Lo the benefit of the doubt, it became clear that J.Lo's behavior was making it harder for them to stay on good terms. And let's not forget, Jennifer Garner was doing everything she could to protect her and Ben's kids' privacy, while the paparazzi relentlessly stalked them, waiting to catch Ben at his lowest. Jen, however, never sought the spotlight and worked tirelessly to shield her kids from the chaos of Hollywood.
I just said to my kids, show me the articles that prove that social media is good for teenagers, and then we'll have the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll chat.
And how do they feel at this point?
My eldest is grateful.
Wow.
See,
and
you
we'll
just got to
see.
be in the long haul.
I mean, it's a long haul. I have a couple more to go, so just knock on wood. We'll see if I really hang in there.
Well, listen, that is just very inspirational.
J.Lo wasn't too happy about Jennifer Garner still being in the picture, so it's been alleged that she started undermining Jen's parenting. Meanwhile, Garner became increasingly frustrated with J.Lo's attention-seeking behavior. Sources say Jen was concerned that J.Lo's narcissism could have a negative influence on her kids. Jennifer Garner has always been outspoken about her desire to keep her children out of the spotlight. She believes in setting clear rules and boundaries for them, as she grew up with strict parents herself. She's often said that her upbringing played a key role in keeping her grounded when she entered Hollywood.
My kids were at that age where they were like challenging the status quo and really, kind of looking at you. And now it's not all like hearts and flowers anymore. Now it's kind of like, why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. Just like constantly kind of the push and pull of being a teenage mom.
Is that Max or Remy? Who's the most challenging?
Both of them. Both of them are. Yeah, because they're both really smart. They're both really loving and beautiful.
On the other hand, J.Lo has admitted that she struggles with setting boundaries for the 2 kids she has with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony.
Is my assertion wholeheartedly that Mr. Combs was inappropriately charged originally. His charges should have mirrored that of Mr. Jamal Shine Barrow. He should have been charged with attempted murder, reckless endangerment, criminal possession of a weapon, and firing that weapon in an open environment. Mr. Combs did not have accountability for what he did. Who better to tell you what happened than the person who got shot smack dab in between my eyes? We know the country we live in. Unfortunately, those who have the money can oftentimes get away with their crimes. Unfortunately, and those who don't have the same social ranking are overlooked. And that's what has happened. By the grace of God, God saw fit to keep me whole, keep my mind sane and functioning, and keep me alive for such a time as this. And make no mistake, the gravity of the danger and the peril that I face and that I'm exposed to for having my say now, for what was done to me 24 years ago, is not lost on me. But let me make clear beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am not now, nor have I ever been suicidal. I love life, and I'm grateful that God spared my life back on that fateful day on December 27th, 1999. I'm a living miracle.
Yeah, you are
And
clearly
so,
a very...
anything,
Sorry to interrupt you, but you are a very strong woman. I mean, that is very, very clear. And you have done your research, and you deserve to have your voice heard, which is one of the reasons.
And I think it's important for me to say I'm a healthy woman. I live a simple, quiet, risk-averse life. So if I should meet with an untimely demise, it would require and be worthy of deep investigation. I understand the peril of what I am exposing my life to.
It's disturbing to hear you say that. But
to have my say, it's disturbing for me to think it and feel it. But I am healthy. I don't have any intentions of going anywhere. I'm grateful that God spared me, and I plan to live out my life to see my children's lives actualized and realized.
When Jennifer Garner's 3 kids started spending more time with J.Lo and Ben, Jen reportedly began to feel that J.Lo was influencing them in ways that didn't align with her parenting style. She even worried that J.Lo might be trying to turn her kids against her and disrupt the values and boundaries she had worked so hard to establish. Now, with rumors swirling that Jen and Ben are reconnecting, sources say J.Lo is absolutely furious and jealous, ready to get back at Ben. In fact, some insiders claim J.Lo is seeking financial payback, eyeing Ben's $150 million fortune. According to one insider close to J.Lo, she feels she deserves compensation since she covered most of their bills during their brief marriage. The insider revealed to Radar Online that one of the little-known secrets of their marriage was that Jennifer paid for much of their expenses. She's now calculating the private jet bills, hotel stays, meals, clothes, coffee runs, and gas. Everything that came with their high-cost lifestyle was on her dime. She even paid her share of the $60 million mansion they bought together. The rumored breakup, after only 2 years of marriage, made J.Lo realize how much Ben relied on her financially. She feels he owes her and is now demanding a full accounting of what she spent versus what he contributed, wanting all the money back she invested. The insider said she doesn't see herself as the one who gave up on the marriage, and now she's feeling seriously burned, ready to get even. But other sources suggest J.Lo's plans for revenge aren't solely about finances. Apparently, she feels humiliated by Ben reconnecting with Jennifer Garner and is looking for any way to make him pay for it. There's even speculation that this could be part of J.Lo's PR strategy to shift focus away from her ex Diddy and his ongoing criminal case. Back in March, just weeks before J.Lo and Ben separated, Netanya Rubin, the woman Diddy shot in the face during a nightclub shooting in New York in 1990, broke her silence, claiming that her life could be in danger for speaking out about Diddy and J.Lo's alleged involvement in the incident.
They go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J.Lo doing this and J.Lo doing that. And they know the fact that J.Lo lied and said that the gun was Sean's or whatever, and took that man to prison and destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy. I'm quite sure they probably called the FBI, gave a courtesy call to Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, we want to show you some things. It's about your wife. When he sees that her and Puffy was doing and who they were doing it with, I'm quite sure they gave his ass those tapes. And I'm quite sure he can never look at her the same. I'm quite sure they heading for a divorce. Because, that's a man who had a good life. Great parents, don't spend a lot of money, ain't tripping out paparazzi. He's living his life. He got his own team. She done brought all the extra stuff that mother. He went out. He stayed married to J.Lo, he'd be broke. Instead of just doing movies, he'd be doing Yum Yum Donuts commercials. Next thing he'd be doing these Jack in the Box commercials.
While J.Lo has denied any involvement in the 1999 nightclub shooting, Netanya Rubin isn't convinced. She has suggested that J.Lo could be held accountable for allegedly acting as Diddy's gun mule if the case gets reopened. In an interview with News Nation, Netanya didn't mince words, saying she hopes Diddy and everyone else arrested that night will finally face justice. Netanya recalled the traumatic moment when she was fighting for her life on an operating table at St. Vincent's Hospital after doctors worked to remove the bullet that had shattered and was aspirating into her lungs. She noted that by the time she was in surgery, J.Lo had already been detained, only to be released after about an hour with the charges dropped. Netanya called the situation absolutely ridiculous. Just when it seemed things couldn't get any crazier for J.Lo, Suge Knight jumped into the mix with some wild claims about the rumored Diddy tapes. He've alleged that the feds actually tipped off Ben Affleck after the raids on Diddy's mansions back in March. In a recent episode of his Collect Calls podcast, Suge claimed that the feds found a series of videos during the raids showing J.Lo with Diddy in compromising situations. But that's not all. Suge also dragged J.Lo into the 1999 nightclub shooting, accusing her of covering for Diddy and letting rapper Shine take the fall for him. To add fuel to the fire, Suge suggested that the feds might have given Ben a heads up about the tapes before they're revealed in court when Diddy's trial starts in May. Here's where things get really interesting. New reports suggest that Jennifer Garner gave Ben Affleck an ultimatum. If he wanted a chance to make things work with her, He had to completely cut ties with J.Lo before the Diddy case hits the courtroom and drags all that negative attention, which could affect their kids. Honestly, Ben was probably going to break up with J.Lo eventually anyway. He never really seemed happy with her, not even on their wedding day. But the whole Diddy situation might have accelerated things and ultimately became the final straw. What do you think about the theory that Ben ended things with J.Lo before the messy details about her and Diddy came to light? Do you believe something major will come out about J.Lo when the Diddy drama unfolds in court? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to stick around for the next video.